Hi students, we are in chapter 1 and that is heat. In this session, we are going to discuss few topics which are related to us in our day-to-day life. Without doing any further delay, let's get into it. Today we are going to discuss about boiling. The word boiling, you can observe this boiling in our houses, right? Let's discuss what is boiling in detail. Boiling is nothing but the process in which liquid phase changes to gaseous phase at a constant temperature. If you observe here, the process where the complete liquid phase that changes to gaseous phase where there is a constant temperature, and that is known as boiling. So if you observe here, there is a tumbler. Inside that tumbler there is a water liquid. If you apply heat to that water, what happens? After some time it changes into gas. So that is known as boiling. In our next topic, let's discuss boiling in detailed. Activity 10, and this activity is related to boiling. For doing this activity, you need to take a beaker with water and you have to keep that beaker with water on the burner. After keeping that, what happens? Let's see. Did you see any rise or fall in the level of the surface of the water which is in the beaker? So if you see any rise, then why it happened? If you see any fall in the level of surface of the water, why it happens? Let's see. There was a fall in the level of the surface of the water. So here they said that there is a fall, it seems, where in the level of the surface of the water, as some water was evaporated. See here, we have taken a beaker with water and we kept that beaker on the burner. We applied heat here. When we apply heat, what happens? That heat will be transferring to that water which is inside the beaker, and that liquid starts boiling. When that liquid is boiling, the water which is present at surface will evaporate. The water will be evaporating from the surface of that water. Evaporation is a phenomena which is occurring at all temperatures. So we have discussed this in our previous classes. So in all temperatures, evaporation takes place. If you observe here, we have taken a beaker with water and we kept that beaker on the burner. So we applied heat. After some time, water starts boiling. In above points, we have discussed that there will be a fall in the level of surface of the water. Why? Due to evaporation. So when we apply heat to the liquid, what happens? The level of water will be decreasing. Why it will decrease? The water which is present at the surface of the water starts evaporating. The temperature of that liquid will be rising continuously or it takes some time. Number 1, when temperature of water does not rise continuously. See here, the water temperature doesn't rise continuously if heat is supplied to it. When it reaches its boiling point, 100 degrees Celsius. See here, for water there is a boiling point. For not only water, for liquids there will be boiling point. For example, we have so many liquids. Let's take some of the liquids. So water has 100 degrees Celsius and seawater has 100 and 0.7 degrees Celsius. And we know petrol, it has 95 degrees Celsius boiling point, and we know tar, and tar has 300 degrees Celsius of boiling point. See, for every liquid there will be different boiling points. The temperature remains constant for some time. So if you apply heat for the water, what happens? Temperature will be remains constant until when it reached its boiling point. Because the supplied heat energy will be used for breaking bonds and impurities present in it. So the heat energy which we supplied, that will be participating in breaking the bonds of the water, and also impurities which is present in the water. After this, the phase changes. After this, about 3 points which we have discussed, what happens? The phase change will be happening. Phase change means what? From liquid to gas. It will change its phase. If you observe here, the temperature is rising slowly. At a time, it is not reaching its highest point. It is slowly reaching its highest point, which we have discussed so far. When does the rise in temperature of water stops? So here we have a question that the rise in temperature of water, when it will stop? You will notice that the temperature of water rises continuously till it reaches 100 degrees Celsius. Means, for example, if you keep a beaker with water on the burner for 10 seconds, it will reach 2 degrees Celsius. After 20 seconds, it will reach 10 degrees Celsius. Like for 30 seconds, let's think it will reach 50 degrees Celsius. For 3 minutes, let's think it will reach 100 degrees Celsius. Means here, temperature of water is rising continuously with some time gap, but it is not rising its temperature directly to the highest point. Here, temperature is rising continuously with a time gap. Beyond 100 degrees Celsius, there will be no further rise of the temperature of water is seen. So beyond 100 degrees Celsius, you can't find further rise of temperature of the water. It will stop at 100 degrees Celsius. That's it, because of the boiling point of the water. Instead of water, if you take tar, it will reach up to 300 degrees Celsius. That's it. There will be no further change will be happening. Means there will be no further rise of temperature will be there. At 300 degrees Celsius, tar will stop its temperature. If you apply further temperature also, it will stop at 300 degrees Celsius. That's it. Here also, water doesn't change after 100 degrees Celsius. It will stop at 100 degrees Celsius. That's it. At 100 degrees Celsius, though we apply heat continuously, the temperature of water doesn't increase further. So it will stop at 100 degrees Celsius. We also observe lot of bubbling at the surface of water at 100 degrees Celsius. So we can observe lot of bubbles at the surface of the water. This is what we call boiling of water. So these we call the things which we have discussed so far and about points, and that is known as boiling of water. Why does this happen? So why it will happen? Let's discuss in detail. Water is a solution. There are many impurities that are dissolved in it, and including some gases too. So the word called impurities is nothing but salts. In water, salts are mixed, means it is dissolved, and also some gases will be there in water. As a result, bubbles of gas are formed in the liquid. So bubbles of gases that are formed in liquid, and where it is formed at the bottom of the water, and it will form on the side walls of the vessel. Evaporation of water molecules from the surrounding that causes these bubbles. So why these bubbles are causing means why? Due to evaporation of water molecules from which is happening at surrounding, that causes these bubbles. To become filled with saturated vapors whose pressure increases as we increase the temperature of the liquid by heating. So to become filled with saturated vapor, we already discussed saturation in our previous topics. The pressure which is in the water that increases. When it increases the temperature of liquid by heating. So it increases the temperature of liquid by heating. Why does these bubbles occurs? These bubbles occurs due to evaporation of water which is happening at surroundings. So by that bubbles are formed. Pressure increases as we increase the temperature of liquid by heating. So if we increase the temperature of liquid by heating, what will increase? It will increase pressure. At certain temperatures, the pressure of the saturated vapor which is inside the bubbles that becomes equal to the pressure exerted on the bubbles from the outside. If you observe here, the pressure which is applied on the saturated vapors which is inside the bubbles, the saturated vapors that will be present inside of the bubbles, and that will be equal to the pressure exerted on the bubbles from outside. Here pressure from inside that will be equal to the pressure exerted on the bubbles outside. That is the clarification on that particular point. The pressure that is equal to the atmospheric pressure, the pressure of the saturated vapor inside the bubbles, that will be equal to the atmospheric pressure which is at outside, and plus the pressure of the layer of water above the bubble, and also there will be a pressure of the layer of water, means surface of the water above the bubbles. As a result, these bubbles rise rapidly to the surface and collapse, means breaks at the surface, releasing vapors which is present in bubbles into air at the surface. Means these bubbles will rise rapidly, means fastly, to the surface and collapse, breaks the surface like a Superman, and it will release its vapor which is present in the bubbles into air at the surface. If you observe here, consider the Superman is a water bubble which has the vapor inside. What happens? It will rise rapidly and collapse the surface of the water level, and it will escape through that into air, means it will release its vapor into air from the surface of the water. This process of converting the liquid into vapor, so this is the process which is converting the liquid, complete liquid, into vapor, continues as long as you supply heat. As long as you supply heat, that conversion will be taking place from liquid to gas, means vapor. This appears as boiling of water. So this appears as boiling of water. Where does the heat energy supplied go? So finally, where does the heat energy which we supplied that will be going? The heat energy is used to change the state of water. That heat energy which we supplied, that is used to change the state of the water from liquid to vapor, means liquid to gas. This is called latent heat of vaporization, where heat energy is used to change the state of water from liquid to gas, and that is called latent heat of vaporization. So if you observe latent, the meaning for this word latent means hidden. What is meant by latent heat of vaporization? So what is meant by latent heat of vaporization? Let's discuss. The heat energy which is required to change 1 gram of liquid to gas at constant temperature, and that is known as latent heat of vaporization. So latent heat of vaporization will be providing heat energy to change 1 gram of liquid, for 1 gram of liquid to gas at constant temperature. So for changing 1 gram of liquid to gas at constant temperature, for this we need some heat energy. That heat energy is provided by the latent heat of vaporization. Consider a liquid of mass. So for liquid there will be some mass that requires heat energy. So which requires heat energy? So liquid with mass that requires heat energy of Q calories to change from its state from liquid phase to gaseous phase. Previously we have discussed that heat energy which is required to rise 1 gram of liquid. See here, liquid of mass m, which is required heat energy of calories, q calories, to change from its state from liquid phase to gaseous phase. Latent heat of vaporization is denoted with Q by M, means here Q is nothing but heat energy which is required, and M is nothing but mass of the liquid. Latent heat of vaporization is denoted by letter L, capital L. For latent heat of vaporization, there is a CGS unit as well as SI unit. Here you can observe CGS unit of latent heat of vaporization is calorie by gram, and SI unit of latent heat of vaporization is joule by kg. Okay guys, in our next video we are going to discuss about the transformation of ice into water. In our next session we are going to discuss how ice cube will be transforming completely into water. Let's discuss this thing in our next video. I hope everyone understood. Thank you.